Maupay udto o maupay pagpaliudto gikan sa University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines. Kinin kachikan sa kautuhan, I am David and you're watching Launch Chat. Greetings to all of our trailblazers across the USTP system from Alubihid, Balubal, Cagayan de Oro, Claveria, Hasaan, Oroqueta, Panaon, ug Villanueva. This year, we strengthened the 7-point agenda dynamic highlighting the innovation, digitalization, and internationalization of the university system president. And for this season, we bring you the stories of innovation, kung asa atong ipakita ang mga innovative ideas sa mga nagkadaiyang initiatives and activities sa atong universidad. Diri lang sa Launch Chat! Please welcome on set this kautuhan mga ka-trailblazer, Miss Angeli, Dr. Israel, and Engineer Christopher. Hello, ma'am, sir. Maayong udto and welcome sa Lunch Chat.
Maayong udto.
Maayong udto.
Alright, so ato pong i-greet no itong mga ka-trailblazers nga nananaw sa ato karon.
Hello. Hi, the Trailblazers.
Yes.
Yes, another exciting na discussion ng atong i-take for this kautuhan, no? And especially sa itong mga ka-trailblazer because there's a lot of good news na pwede natong i-share this kautuhan. Now, let's dive into our discussion, no? First, can you tell us no about the team and then when was this started, especially po ang inyong initiative?
Okay, we're the team of 3. mga bagong versions of Powerpuff Girls. No, but yeah, we're honored to present to you ang ako mga kauban sa team, no? Engineer Israel Baguhin sa Civil Engineering, and then si Engineer Chris Dolino from the Power Institute or Electrical Engineering, and myself for the Center for Human Development. The team was created basically to respond to the needs of community.
Alright.
Kaya ang center in itself was focused on promoting food security sa urban centers, and then by really creating grow houses, and then the UST was generous enough to share their blessings sa atua, no? Partner sila para mabuhatan ng ato ang duha ka communities o grow house. But kay DOST man sila, no, so gi-level up na to. The project was the construction of a hybrid solar-powered hydroponics grow house system.
Alright.
So from the title alone, makita na nato siya ang kinahanglan ta og design, no, sa grow house o ang ato ang energy nga requirement.
Alright.
Since we are promoting man siya sustainable nga agriculture, so and then it's an assistance to the community. The lesser the cost, the higher the benefit. Kato siya atong i-consume ng solar-powered siya and hybrid, and later on nato i-Sir Chris ana kung yun sa namiya kay ito na po sa mga tigpabago.
Alright, so I believe the team is composed of a dynamic members. You know that we have the designer,
yes,
the for engineering aside, and then si Ma'am
tapos
a human development. Right now, take us back to the solar powered hydroponics grow house. I wanna ask Sir
yes,
Engineer Christopher. Unsa din siya nga grow house, sir? Can you tell us the details with regards to this grow house?
Yes, no. Ato ang hybrid system is composed of the solar modules, the typical solar modules, the inverter, and the battery. So why we have a battery? It's because parts design is at least sustainable ang operation sa grow house alone. We are not dependent on the grid. Basta ma-burn out, at least natay atong kagalingan nga power supply mo back up para continuous ang operation sa nutrients na ipa-add to dito sa mga plants.
Alright.
So Ang components is 3 kilowatt itong system. So, 3 kilowatt. Meaning, kung na kay appliances diya sa inyong balay, nga, ang TV worth 75 watts. Kanya ito is 3,000 watts. So, dako na siya capacity. Tungod kay water pump ato ang tubig atong ipa-circulate. So, yun po ng tubig, na siya yung mga equivalent nga required nga power. So, natay battery tungod kay para ang operation is, like I said, sustainable, and then for future po nga upgrade sa system nato. So, ang inverter ana is iya na gi-transform ang solar nga DC into an AC para magamit nato sa tuang mga outlet. Yan na, AC naman ta karon, alternating current ato ang gamit karon. So, muna ato ang tibok nga system. So, with regards sa grow house, I guess ang atong sibil ang makakuha rin na sa grow house ng design.
Alright, so let's go to Dr. Ismael, no? We're honored to have you, sir. Of course, sa ato ang dean sa atong College of Engineering and Architecture. Sir, can you tell us about the design of this grow house? And then, unsan yung gina-consider sa pag-design po, Dani?
Yeah, thank you very much. No? Me as a civil engineer, no, I'm proud to be part of the team. And then, I'm taking care on the structural stability of the grow house structure. Though, we are focusing on a sustainable aspect, but we need to make sure that the structure itself is safe, resilient, with regards to hazards, environmental factors like earthquake, like that. So we need to design the structure to make it resilient. Especially nowadays that it's very apparent that earthquakes is, always happening every hour, every day. So we need to make sure that it is also resilient.
Okay. So in all aspects of kanang weather manon, sir, no, at least makasurvive po ang ato ang technology. Now, going back po sa research, ma'am, when was this initiative started, Jude? I mean, what is the kanang starting point bitaw to have this initiative?
If the initiative is about the promotion of urban gardening, ang center nag-start siya 2020 pa as a pandemic response. But our engagement with the community, si Pagatpat, and then other barangays, si Taplon, started in 2021. Kani-expand na siya ang project. So the discussion was, nanamog sila ilahang community garden or the grow house, no? Urban community garden, ang kuan. Kumbaga, gi-amplify lang siya para mas strengthen ang ilahang promotion sa urban gardening. Sumuto, pasalamat ta sa atong partner, the UST sa pasalamat po ta sa barangay local chief executive, no, sa Pagatpat o sa Taplon. But what we're talking is ang Pagatpat siya karon. So ang gidawatan nila. So 2021, we started the discussion, and then and then late po siya 2021, nagsugod na po na among discussion, but it was in 2022 that really the project was initiated na siya. Kanina siyang kaning hybrid nga grow house system. And diba, it's the first in Cagayan de Oro to have that system.
For LGU nga level.
For LGU nga level. Nga naagid siya sa barangay and naa siya sa urban nga center sa Cagayan de Oro.
Now, this is very breakthrough, no, sa ato ang community, especially sa Cagayan de Oro in the area. And of course, ma'am, kinsa to datong beneficiary? We're talking about the initiative already. Kinsa man ang atong beneficiary?
We actually have two. One kay barangays. Sa Barangay Pagatpat, it's the farmer cooperative. They call themselves as the Pagpakafakop. Pagatpat, Cagayan de Oro Farmers Agriculture Cooperative. Sa Picas nga side, sa Tabloid, because it's the same system, it's the mga batanon. Because the intention was engage the youth para ma-strengthen itong food security, because ang average ng farmer karon nato is 65 years old. So dako kayo siya nga kakulangon no when it comes to food security. Dili gyud naagid siya food security na issue. So kada sila, they're already a cooperative, and it happened that ang ilahang leader was also a councilor at that time sa Pagatpat. So mao to gi-assign po siya kay siya sa agriculture, so when the discussion nga i-promote na ang urban gardening sa ilaha, strengthen rather, sila among ka-engage. And then when the funding came in, kato na dayon siya ang nahitabo. And we're very happy na unsa na ta karon 2025, di ba?
Yes.
They're functioning, and even they've expanded their services. Nga dili na lang siya the production of canning vegetables and other crops, no, but they also have other services but still within the framework of agriculture.
Alright. So with Pakafaco, ma'am, how was the partnership or the hybrid hydroponics right now? Kumusta man ang ato ang grow house, no? Are there anything aside from developing the grow house na abay mga nahatag nga kaayuan sa atong beneficiaries?
Yes. Actually, the production of lettuce was new sa ilaha kay urban manggod nga setting.
Yes.
You know, mostly yun na siya mais. Especially sa kanang ato mga San Simon, diha ka mga areas, no, katulad siya ng crop. So, that's new sa ilaha. So, but they embraced it. We're very happy na ilang i-embrace. And in 2023 man to, no? Kaya 2022 ta nagsugod o construct, more 2023
na nag-start.
Oo, nag-start na yun sila produce.
Planting.
Kuha na yun sila. Several things that they've done, kay every fiesta, di ba, natay tabo.
Yes.
Sa cathedral. So, nakabaligya sila.
Wow.
Naapoy mga kanang estudyante, nagihimo siya na learning site, exposure sa ilang mga students on that. So, ginana. And recently, ang katong gi-assign nila sa pag-manage sa grow house, members sa Pakafaco, is now tapped to be speakers. To be a speaker sa uban nga gusto makatuo sa hydroponics. So, we're very happy nga naa-inana nga mga changes nila. No? I mean, income is a given na nakatabang sa ilahan na siya.
Alright, ma'am, I believe there's a lot of good news, no, and at the same time daghan kayo na igo nga aspects sa atong community, no, from the first of Cagayan de Oro down to the beneficiaries kung unsay lang na benepisyuhan sa atong initiative. Now, talking more about your team, no, kumusta man ang atong team, ma'am, having these milestone, no, sa inyong initiative?
Sir David, nakalimot ko pag-share pa di ay. We have actually, no, as a team, and this is also a pride of the university. Sorry, magkakabang ko lang yan tayo. Okay, because of that project, no, the project kasi was under the Community Empowerment through Science and Technology, DOST. It's basically by the word empowerment. So really, DOST gives funds to LGUs, BLGUs, nga para matabakan sila. But we're actually, this is another record, di ba? We're actually the first nga gitap sa DOST 10 nga ang isa ka SUC para motabang sa community. Okay, and it's actually a first for me nga soksay na makasunod og DOST. So di ba ka? Ano na kasud ko? Sinana siya. And every year naana sila ginapilian sa region nga mahimo siyang regional nga winner kaya para i-compete siya dito sa national under that CEST nga program. And we're proud to say nga ang ato ang kaninga project was chosen as the best CEST project in Misamis Oriental in the province. We're competing municipalities like Hingoog, Magsaysay, Alubihid, Bugait, and that. And even there's Cagayan pa, diba, ng mga kuwan. But we're happy to have that for that project.
Nice.
And I think when it comes to IP, Sir Chris?
Yes, no. We apply also for the industrial design, and it was approved.
Why?
IPFIL.
Okay, nice. So talking about IP, ano siya ang patent for invention, right, sir?
Other types.
Other type. Lain nga category. Industrial design. Okay, patent.
At least registered.
Wow. Daghana og kuan, daghana na kayo og dagko nga milestone gyud sa initiative, out from the idea of having this down to have this achievements.
And these are unexpected, di ba, Sir Chris? When we started crafting the project, wala na siya na huna-huna. Actually, no? Wala na siya. It was basically giving to the community as an SUC kinabay sa to ang expertise, di ba? So kana and the partner came in. So kana lang siya.
Yes.
No, and then moto the award came in, and then nakahunahunaan nga i-register kaya nato ni siya dahil
Yes.
So ana lang siya pa nga really start murag this is an unexpected blessing.
Grabe nga kuan. I mean, I'm in awe with that particular nga kuan ba nga initiative, and at the same time ang USTP is nag-pioneer in terms of this, no, dili lang sa CDO but of course sa Misamis Oriental, and we really hope no na it will go to the national and even international nga stage kay for sure we'll be getting there naman, di ba?
Yes.
Yes. We are looking forward to that. Now, speaking of looking forward, ma'am, sir, no? Unsa man atong gina-look forward sa ato ang team and even sa ato ang projects?
Yeah, actually, we are so happy, no, because from research, no, we applied the research into a community extension, which is a research base. And then my expertise as a civil engineer was also there. So I'm just happy that the community feel the way how the academy extend the services, the professional services in the community. So aside from those mentioned from the awards, so we are so happy that we've reached this far.
Yeah, the partnership.
The partnership.
Sir?
For the, I guess ang looking forward ani is kuan siya, ma-upgrade ang system to manual operation into an automated nga system na. Makamonitor ta even na ata remotely na ata diri, ma-monitor sa mga engineers or sa mga staff na uy, ang operation karon dito sa atong grow house is money. Ug naay daot at least nay problema ang system, dali ra maka-respond. Kay kabalo man ta ahead ang sa problema. So inana ang kuan upgrade. Hopefully no tagaan ang pagtagad ni DOST ang upgrade nga project, no?
Diba? Oo, no? Lagi, no? I forgot also to mention, kay katong giingon ni Doc Israel, emphasize lang po na mo nga the design actually sa katong grow house was actually from the research students.
Yes.
Diba?
It really came from a research student. Studies starting from, daga na siya mga, pan ba, na-develop from 2016, nandun na, at least na-realize gid ang mga nabuhat sa itong mga estudyante sa research.
Oo. So, manang research-based din siya nga extension nga. So, it was not that difficult to really to design. Kaya naman siya na-prepare naman siya na-tested na siya. And yeah, the community was happy to adapt. So, looking forward, we hope nga mas kanang fruitful ang engagement with the community, and mas mupadako pa sila katong na-mention na mo nga natabang nga like impact, murag nasayo ang impact, no, kay technically kung project ma-measure nimong impact mga 3 to 5 years pa siya, pero sa ilaha kay murag na napaspas, no, tugod magud kay welcoming kaayo sila nga community. So kaya lang siya mas mudako paunta ang ilahang ang matabang sa ilaha, no, because of that technology. And I think they're becoming a model na, di ba? Sila mismo nga organization, sila nga cooperative, and yun nga na ito. Happy lang po mi, no? Pasalamat mi with the support of the administration sa university nga nahimo na to ni nga napakatubi ni Doc Israel nga ang partnership sa school o sa community na klaro gyud siya. And we hope to continue on with that engagement.
Yes, thank you so much for having those looking forward, no, in the near future. And of course, I can really see, no, that the team is screaming for unselfish dedication and at the same time transformational leadership sa ato ang not just in this institution but also sa atong community, which is very number one yun natong agenda there is ato ang universidad. And thank you so much, no, once again for having us this kautuhan, and then we also never expected nga ni ka fruitful atong discussion, ma'am, and bisag kami sa team, no, nag-go ta mo balayibo in terms sa ingani nga initiative, at least ba natay hope bitaw with the students nga in the near future ang ilahang gina-research karon or even doing the research could make a significant change sa ato ang community. Okay, once again, thank you kayo, ma'am and sir, for having us.
Thank you.
In the university's 7-point agenda dynamic, the hybrid solar-powered hydroponics grow house system falls under letter D and letter M. D for develop and implement strategies fostering innovation and entrepreneurship, and letter M for maintain a vibrant research and strengthening extension services and maximize utilization of their outputs that will contribute to economic development. And that's it for today's episode nga puno gyud sa maayong balita o chikahan. And thank you once again to our guests, Dr. Ismael, Ms. Angeline, and Engineer Christopher for gracing us this kautuhan. But before magbabay sa atong mga trailblazer, mangaon sa ta.
Okay.
Of course, in lunch.
Mangaon ta!
This is your Kachikahan sa Kautuhan. I am David and see you in our next episode dali lang sa Lunch Chat!